For me, Power Scholars is a program in which kids are able to learn, to educate themselves, to further themselves, not just as students, but as kids as well. And they get the opportunity to be with the teachers in the classrooms, they get the opportunity to be with other people throughout the day, doing activities such as STEM, arts and crafts. They do literature. The gain that I see the students get the most is I feel they I feel that they get that sense of like someone cares for me.
The teachers are nice, and they teach you whenever you're stuck on a problem, and they help you out. And whenever you're down, they make you happy, and they make you feel wonderful and like you're at home.
A lot of these scholars do not talk during the school year only because they're in different classrooms or there's so many kids. But when they're in this program, they come together as one and they really help each other out and support each other. Before in the after school program, it's kind of just like, oh, they're just here for 3 hours and they're just playing games, doing homework, and then they go back home with me. Here it's actually like a full day and we're helping these parents out so they can be able to keep their jobs, and also the engagement that they have with us and telling us thank you for what we're doing for their kids because they know that they need this help and they need this support from other people. It's been pretty big, and here we're providing for them. Some of these kids have never been on field trips. Some of these kids have never been on a bus. So it's like crazy that when the bus gets here, they're so excited to see it. They're so excited to go to field trips. They're so polite. It's just been a really, really good thing. A lot of these kids have been less fortunate throughout their life. Some of them do not have both parents in their lives. Some of them only have mom. Some of them only have dad. I've had one scholar who I've seen a huge impact in with everything throughout the summer is he's not fortunate enough to have both his parents. Grandparents are the ones who take custody of him, and they decided to put him into this program. So when I met him, I assumed he had his mom and his dad. And every day he would come in, he was so excited to be here, so excited, but I would always see grandma. And then finally, there was this one day when I talked to him, and he told me, I love coming to this program because I feel like people actually listen to me. I feel like people actually want me to do better for myself. And I'm like, no, your parents want you to do better for yourself as well. He's like, no, well, I'm not lucky enough to have them. And that really hit me because it's like, this is what I'm doing for other kids. So I get emotional.
This is my first year of Power Scholars, and I have to say I have loved it. Being an educator and working with these types of children and our types of scholars and just working with kids, period. You don't see programs like this. And so when it was presented to me, I jumped at it because it's an opportunity to just grow scholars as leaders and give them that confidence that they really need. And it's so beneficial. The scholars here really do get a sense of, okay, I can do this. These people are here to help. And it's not just a summer program where they come and they just kind of sit and they're just like this. They're learning. And then they're not just learning, they're having fun learning. And that's one of the most important things, is keeping kids engaged. And that's what I tell. It's an awesome way for students to learn during the summer, but they're engaged. They're having fun. They're enjoying it. Working with these scholars here, it's an everyday thing. And it's kind of like they get the light bulb moments. Working with our second graders, that's a big group. And it's been a challenging group, and our teacher who's in there, Mr. Martin, he's amazing. But going in there and sitting with students, before we went on break, I was in there and we were doing greater and less than. And that sometimes can be a harder concept for kids to understand, especially at that age level. And so we were working on it, and it was those light bulb moments, seeing all the little light bulbs go off. And I was working with a pair, and the little boy was getting so frustrated. And then I was like, well, stop. Let's take a deep breath. And trying to connect with him in that way, we started talking about different things that are bigger and smaller, and then you just see this big smile come across his face. And then it's the light bulb moment. And he's like, oh, so I just have to think about numbers that way. And I'm just like, yes! And after that, it was just like he was getting it. He was going. And those moments is what, as an educator, what drive me. So to see that happen with these kids, but so many different times, it's amazing. Taking the time to come to this program every day is beneficial for you, that there's more out there. I think it opens doors to students. I've had scholars tell me that, Miss, when I go home, I'm gonna read. And I'm like, awesome, what are you gonna read? And he's like, well, I don't have any books. I'm like, and the thing about this program is that we have so much, and I'm just like, well, here, take all these. And they're just like, really? I'm like, yes, like take these, read them to your parents, read them to your little brother and sister, share your knowledge, share what you're learning here. And then, because that's just more examples of the goodness that's coming from this program. Those students get those tangible, manipulative things to take home, and they don't usually get that. And they're proud of it, and they're excited. And when they're able to do all of that, that just overflows into other parts of their life. And so, I think this program is just not an educational thing, but it overflows into every part of their life.
I am intelligent. I am unique. When the time comes, I will be a leader. When there is injustice, I will take a stand. And to make a difference, I will learn. Because I am and always will be a power scholar, an educated leader for life.